Asgard Radio today. Slider, unfortunately, is not with me today. He is going to be working all week, so I guess I'm taking over everything this week. But with me today, we got Vinnie from Belushi Speed Ball. What's going on, Vinnie?
What is up, buddy? How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing all right. And let me get right to this, because I've actually been following this. That you like to
Yeah.
put your guys' music on obscure formats.
Yes.
And you've done the Nintendo cartridge, the Sega cartridge, the Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah,
So,
so I haven't done a Sega. I did Sega CD. I did
okay.
Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. And then I did Teddy Ruxpin, and it's a creative outlet for me. So like when we're not playing shows, I'm not writing music, right? Because I can't be writing music all the time, especially because you hit writer's block. It's a
Right.
way for me to kind of still be creative, and it's almost like a form of art. I make a lot of this stuff myself, hand make a lot of it.
And
So
in order to do some of them, like the Sega and the Teddy Ruxpin, you actually have to go in and change, like, the format of the music.
yeah, I program it. Yeah, so it depends. The Teddy Ruxpin is you have to isolate his synchro sounds. So the way a Teddy Ruxpin works is it's a 4-channel tape, okay? And basically one channel is panned all the way to the left and it's in mono, and that's like the audio that you hear. Uh, and then you have the other three, and one runs his eyes, one runs his mouth, and one runs his blinking, I guess. And
Okay.
you have to isolate those sounds and re-record over the actual audio recording and make like a mixtape to get your cassette to actually work.
Oh,
So
wow.
contrary to popular belief, because I got hit online whenever I posted that I did it a couple of years ago, a bunch of people are like, um, oh, I did that with my Guns N' Roses tape, or I did that with my Metallica tape. And the truth is, like, yeah, you could put a tape in them, but it will not, um,
Do the eyes and the mouth and stuff.
yeah, it won't move. It won't move. You know what I mean? It'll just, it'll play the audio, but he won't move. He'll be frozen. I do a demonstration of it on YouTube. So yeah, I actually have to program all these things. Super Nintendo, I used a format called MSU1. It's basically it's a hack of Legend of Zelda, a Link to the Past. So yeah,
Okay. So,
yeah,
and then you guys moved along and you encased a Bluetooth in pizza.
yeah. It's not Bluetooth.
Or
It's
an
a
MP3.
recording. Yeah. It's not even that high tech, man. I try not to give away any of my proprietary blends. Jamie Josta actually on his podcast, he figured out what it was and he said it on there. So if anyone wants to go digging, you could find it there. Um, but yes, it's a recording of it. I put it inside the pizza, I seal it in resin, and I let the speaker and the little button hang out. And you hit it and it plays the recording. So it's recorded on pizza.
Right
Yeah.
on. And that's obscure. Now, the thing that I really want to know, and your latest format, how it,
Right.
tell us all how it came about, what happened, what was going through your mind, and because this is
Sure.
great.
Okay, so you've been following it. So did you see all the stuff with Green Day
Yep.
and like okay. So for any listeners that don't know, basically Green Day announced God, what, a month ago or something like that, that they're doing a Dookie demastered and they're releasing Dookie on all these different formats, and they did oh sorry man, my alarm's going off to tell me to talk to you.
You're good.
Um so they did what, Doorbell and Billy Bass, and then they did Nintendo and Game Boy. We did Game Boy before, and then they did Teddy Ruxpin, and I start getting tagged nonstop in this. And we're satirical. We're a satire band. I wasn't like, hey, Green Day's ripping off my idea, but I also didn't miss an opportunity to be like, hey, we did this stuff also. I'd be tongue in cheek with it, be like, is this how municipal waste feels? I kind of laugh about it. Now, here's my take on it all. It is a really crazy coincidence that they released all that stuff there is a really good chance that someone in the Green Day camp or whoever came up with the demaster thing is paying attention to underground punk bands, and maybe they saw our stuff and said, "Oh, that's really cool, and we'll do it." Right? But again, we're not the first band to do obscure media. Like Zao and Lich King did Nintendo cartridges before. Remute, the German techno artist, he's released albums on everything. Sega, Super Nintendo 64. So, it's not. We just thought it was a really funny coincidence. So my buddy, we get the article written about them talking about this whole thing, and my buddy says, "Hey, when they do pizza, then you know that you have an issue, right? At least they didn't do pizza." And I say, "I should do dog shit. I should do Dookie." And then I was like, "Wait, I can do that. I'll do that." So yeah, we released our last. It's a one of one, and we sold it on eBay. We released a single on dog poop on Dookie.
So you guys did sell the IOU.
We did, yeah. Well, that's the other crazy thing about this story is we list the dog poop on eBay, and I call it poop. I say feces, and I do not say shit because little known fact, I don't really swear a whole lot online or in our music, and that's on purpose. I actually just left, but I was an educator up until August, and I decided to do something else with my life for a little bit more money. I was a teacher, so I was always kind of really careful, and that I still carry that over. And so I call it poop on eBay, and eBay removed the original listing, and whoever was working at eBay sent us a message, and it said, "You listed dog shit in resin." They said dog shit. They reversed Billy Madison to us. I called it poop. They called it shit. So I thought it was the craziest thing, an official eBay thing, and it says you listed dog shit on resin, and they removed it. And I was like, crap. And I had a feeling that might happen. And I was trying to scrape my brain on how can I get this relisted. And I went to a text I sent a friend, and there was a Dumb and Dumber meme in there. And I'm like, I can do an IOU. So we did an IOU within 2 hours. We had the IOU up. And yeah, it sold for $205 to Jason. I think it's pronounced Eben. He's very proud of it. He's in Minnesota, and he's a big punk rock collector. And he's got a bunch of Guar memorabilia and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Well, congratulations, Jason from Minnesota.
Yeah, it's like I said, 1-1, man. And people were fighting over this thing, and it comes from Jameson's dog Biscuit. And it was a big steaming pile of poop.
And see, I met you guys a little over 2 years ago, and we talked about the obscure formats then. And then I saw the whole thing, and they even put an article for Green Day saying they are innovators of obscure formats. And I'm like, no, I need to get Vinnie on the line.
Dude, again, it's marketing. It doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? It's tongue in cheek. It's fun. We were getting called out and flamed by a bunch of people like, you guys aren't original, you freaking idiots, and blah, blah, blah. And sounds like someone is just crying about it. And, we just thought it was kind of funny. Oh. My favorite one I got was someone wrote on there, on one of the articles, I don't know if it's like liquid metal or metal sucks, or that's not liquid metal, metal sucks or metal injection or consequence. But one of them, someone wrote on there, sounds like someone's just trying to get attention. And I wrote back, Hard Times article, band is trying to get attention. Like, no shit.
I believe that was in metal injection.
Point? Yeah, whatever it was. Some person was pissed off. Or, it sounds like they just want attention. Like, yes, that is all we want.
Ain't that what any band wants?
Yes, that's my point. That is the name of the game. We make music. We want people to hear our music any way necessary.
Right. So, what's next for Belushi Speed Ball?
I'm touring with X-Cops in January. So we're touring from January 8th to the 25th, I think is what it is. So got a pretty decent run with X-Cops. We're super stoked. This is our first support act tour. Our last tours have always been kind of smaller venues and us headlining it. So we're stoked to be touring with a bigger band, especially, X-Cops, Guar, fucking legends, man.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I seen the flyer for it. I meant to get a copy to post to our Asgard website. We got a page for all the independent bands when they go on tour. We post their flyers on it.
Hell yes, the Lord's work.
Trying.
Yeah.
So, anything in the studio as of lately?
So we hadn't yet. No, we have been talking about it, but to be honest, we have been go album a year, and pump it out. And this is the first time that like with Stelkira, and honestly, the last album, What a Story, and Stelkira, I'm really proud of those two albums, and I just want to simmer a little bit. And but we are gonna start hitting the studio here soon. What I really want to do is I want to re-record everything, not everything, but I want to re-record a lot of like the staple Belushi songs that were done before the EP, the 7-inch, which is This Is What We Look Like. So like Mr. Krabs, Doug Dimmadome, and Dirty Mike. And I want to re-record a lot of those songs, and because a lot of them aren't even played at like the right tempo, you know, that how we play them live. The recordings are a lot slower.
Right.
They're definitely not as near as polished. Our producer is Chase Bensing. He's also a Belushi guitarist from time to time, and he's on a lot of the albums. I mean, he's grown leaps and bounds in his production work to the point to where Anthony Fantano said that, you know, oh, this is some fire, you know, Belushi production. And so, like, you know, that's he's grown a lot, and we really want to showcase those songs properly. And so whenever I do release that album, I'm going to call it like Belushi Speed Ball 2, Hyper Alpha, Fighting Ultra, Super, Omega, and do like all the Street Fighter names. I wrote them all down somewhere. I got them all. It's going to be a big title. And I'll get Andrei Balzakov to draw Blanca as Stella doing the cannonball at Chun-Li.
Oh, so, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan for that. And then we do got some songs written, just some bones. Derek's got some things. Our new guitar player, he's got a couple songs that he wrote, put some drums on. So we'll get this all together. So.
Right on. Also, any plans for any of these? Because I know Tennessee Metal Devastation and Milwaukee Metal Fest are both accepting demos right now for bands that want to play. Any thoughts on that, maybe?
We played Milwaukee Metal Fest last year. You know, we closed out our stage, and I played RPM Fest, and Josta, he dropped off, dude. It was so cool. Dropped off a bunch of Milwaukee Metal Fest shirts to me direct as a thank you, and I gave him one of the pizzas, and super nice dude. And we're getting tagged a lot on that one. But the only thing with that is they don't like to do repeats. You know what I mean? They like to do one band, keep the lineup, which I
lineup fresh.
That. Yeah, you don't want to overstay your welcome. We played Full Terror Assault twice, and we were asked to do it a third time, and I kind of was like, I don't want to overstay, and it, you know, it makes people kind of bored.
Last year, I was kind of hoping you guys would have been there. It was the last year, so.
Well, he didn't announce, when we got asked originally, he didn't announce it was going to be the last year. And then he asked us, and we said yes, but we at the time, we just got done booking, I think, Muddy Roots and RPM Fest. So the only day we could have done was Saturday, and he had it filled. Right. So it didn't work out. Breaks my heart. Rest in peace. I hope he brings it back eventually.
You know what? I'm not going to indulge on it, but I did hear a rumor, maybe something one more time this year to make an even 10, but.
Sure. He should. It's the only. So when we played Obscene Extreme in the Czech Republic, the only thing that in the States that comes close to that feeling of a festival is Full Terror Assault.
Right.
I mean, it is really like the only open air festival that feels like a no holds bar, summer camp for metalheads. I mean, it is so unique, and it is such a unique experience that I really hope he keeps it going, or at least does another year.
Or something. I mean, I know they got other festivals popping up at the Heathen House. They said they're gonna try to keep that similar to what Full Terror was. So
okay, good. Yeah, good.
So, hopefully we'll get some good festivals. Tennessee.
you're asking about Tennessee metal. Was it Metal Devastation? Is
Metal
that right?
Devastation, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's just a matter of where we're at with scheduling. We got a booking agent, so for all booking inquiries, hit up Josh at tonedeaftouring.com, and he'll tell you. So
right. Yeah, and you said about bands overstaying your welcome, and the first thing that popped in my head was Metallica getting 2 nights at Louder Than Life. Or is it Sonic Temple?
Yeah. They got 2 nights at Louder Than Life a couple years ago, and then did they just announce Sonic Temple being 2 nights of Metallica?
Yeah, I think they're on Friday and Sunday. I'm like,
I love Metallica though. You know what, dude? I'm here's the thing. You know, I get it, to each their own, but what Metallica did for Louder Than Life, I hope they do again, to where they do the they did one night was like all fucking old songs and fucking, you know, classic Metallica, and then I think the other night they did the entire Black album. So as long as they diversify that,
yeah, they're doing like 2 different sets.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
See, now, and that's one thing I loved about Full Terror Assault is all of the bands I would stay for. When you get to like Sonic Temple and Louder Than Life, by the end of the night, the headliners come on. I've already seen them so many times. All right, time to go.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna check out the tour you guys are gonna be going on, and any dates around Louisville or the Kentucky area.
Probably not anytime soon in Louisville. We're really trying to get out. I feel like we played Louisville too much.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I love our city, and I really would like to be, you know what I mean? I don't, but I'm really trying to push that if we are playing, that we're playing out of town. We're really trying to grow this band nationally. I think we've accomplished a lot with that. So,
right. Hey, the guy that won the Dookies from Minnesota, so.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah.
But, all right, man, I appreciate you talking with us, and we hope to chat with you more in the future. Let you get back to your driving and whatnot. Where can we catch you on social media?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm heading home. And traffic's been rough, so I apologize about that. But yeah, you said where can you catch me on social media? Yeah. I used to always say facebook.com/themisfits as a joke. But no, man, we're on everything. Facebook, Instagram. I don't know how to use Twitter.
Sure it's not municipal waste?
Yeah. Yeah, facebook.com/municipal waste. We're on Blue Sky now, that new thing. I don't know how that works either. I've made 2 posts, but everywhere. And then, you know, stream my music any way you can. Listen to it on Spotify. We got vinyl pre-orders for Stelkira with the alternate Catachan, the Predator cat artwork. I still got 40 of them left, man. It's the first one's only gonna be 100, and they're up on our Bandcamp. So.
Okay. Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you talking with us today, man, and we look forward to talking to you again in the future, brother.
Hell yeah. Take care, man.
All
Bye,
right,
buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen out there in social media land, I'm Chronic Chris of Asgard Radio. With me, Vinnie from Belushi Speed Ball. Check them out. Some kick-ass stuff on some obscure formats.